The maze was never-ending. Every corner led to yet another corridor with yet another bend, with yet another choice to make, left or right. At first she thought to only do rights, as surely she must find the answer if she went the right way. But it meant she landed in a circle, ending up just as confused as when she started, but with more experience under her belt. She felt her thighs ache. How long had she been walking? If someone had said 15 minutes or 15 days, she'd believe both of them. Maybe, just maybe, she needed a small rest. Yes, a rest will make her feel more motivated to entertain the maze. She stopped. Even stopping felt a bit revolutionary. But when she sat down on the ground, it felt like she was going to set off alarm bells and someone would yell at her. But the sirens and reprimanding never came. She let out the breath she didn't realize that she was holding. A sit. A sit is all that she needed. She unlaced her shoes and rubbed her sore foot. She didn't know what was at the end of the maze, but she knew in her bones she needed to get there. She put the shoes aside as she continued to rub the rest of her body, starting with her ankles and moving up like a rolling pin on some dough. She finally rubbed her temples. Even though her fingers were sore from the massaging, it felt like they couldn't penetrate deep enough to hit the spot on her brain that desperately needed the attention. She finally let go. How long had she been sitting? If someone had said 15 minutes or 15 days, she'd believe both of them. But resting felt so good, her feet not wanting to go back to the tight constraints of the shoes. Maybe just 5 more minutes, she thought. She rested her eyes. She gasped awake. Was it 15 minutes or 15 days? When she awoke, moss and vines had crept over her like a blanket, mushrooms starting to sprout. The maze wanted to consume her. She only had one hand free, the other stuck to the floor. She ripped away at the greenery in a frenzy. Finally, with her other arm, she started tearing at the moss to free her legs. The velvet squish piled under her fingernails, her breathing becoming labored as she struggled to free herself. A mushroom sprouted on the back of her hand. She screamed watching it, not from pain. It was a tickly, sucking feeling, but from fear that she wouldn't be able to get out of this mess, that it would sprout faster than she could harvest. Finally, she had cleared enough until she could wiggle her legs and hips. She held her breath as she twisted herself out of the mess. She felt some movement, but was still stuck. She exhaled as she caught her breath. She needed to get out. She inhaled deeply, and with one final push, she broke free. With her shoes left behind, she ran down the passageway, and when she reached the end, she turned left.